Hey Rich, this is Mike Davis from Shady Canyon Golf Club in Southern California. Thanks so much for sending your swing in to the Golf Digest Challenge. I'm going to let this play in slow motion, and then I'm going to draw some graphics and define a few terms. I think I can help you with that slice that you described. So, um, although the video is a bit dark and a bit grainy, I think I can lighten that up a tiny bit. So let me go ahead and try to brighten up that screen a little bit. And good job on the camera angle there. Might be a bit low, but right down the hands. I love it. It's good perspective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this into an 8-frame sequence here, Rich. And top left would be number 1, bottom right would be number 8. So you've got a nice full sequence there. I think there's one move, and I'm going to just put a big dot here. To here, I think is what we're going to need to work on is that transition into your downswing, because the rest looks pretty darn good. So I'm going to draw a line, some graphics here. You probably have heard these terms before, but that shaded area is kind of defines our swing plane, and I think we've got a little bit of an over-the-top move. So I'm going to draw a red line here on the bottom of the plane. We call that the base of the plane. I'm going to draw a black line near the top here. Call that the top of the plane. So the closer you come to that black line, the more on top or over the top of the plane you're getting. Ideally, if I drew an orange line right through the center, it would bisect this plane shade and then go right through your elbows. That would be really good. Really, really hard to swing perfectly on plane. Everybody's trying and not too many are doing it. So let's kind of look at the path on the way back. Takeaway is quite good. I think this is a great takeaway position. If I draw a circle around that blurry club in your hands, it's hitting the plane line and the bottom line. Excellent takeaway. So far so good. I think right here we got a nice high hands. There's a couple of things. Number one, let me clear this up a tiny bit. Number one, if we were to just kind of look at the spacing here, you want to try to keep your right elbow below your left elbow during the swing. There might be a little bit of space in there, but other than that, as you start your downswing here, I'm just going to advance this. You've got, to me, it looks like these hips are really turning out of the way quick. And if they turn quick, everything on the top turns slower. Everything is behind. So effectively, at this point, as you come into impact, this right hip right in here is blocking your right elbow and the club from getting into that inside slot, effectively coming over the top. So if we draw that plane tool again, clean this up, plane tool in orange, put you to the top of your swing. As you come down, you will see your hands are following that top line, and actually the club gets, it's a bit blurry, but it's right here. It's over the top of the plane. So that is effectively, if you think about baseball, if you're at home plate and you're a right-handed batter, you're about to pull this ball to left field, maybe left center field. The only way to get it back to the center would be to open the face, shove the club face towards the target, which would be more at the center, and that's effectively opening the club face. So no idea what your other backgrounds are, but better players will pull to the left and work the club face back to the center, which creates a fade. And you know what the good news is? The only shot that's going to work, if you're pulling it, if it starts to the left, it better fade back to the middle. Now, if it's starting to the right and going further to the right, now we've got issues. So here's a couple things I think what I would suggest if I was working with you. I would draw a line right here from your hands down just above the ball, and I would think that if you can get your hands to work down this way first before your hips turning, I think that would be a really, really good way to go about this. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of examples up here on the screen to the right of you. These are a couple drills that I've done where I teach. So it's a little hard to see, but I'm going to advance this video so you can see it. On the right, I've put a ruler through my belt loops here. So the ruler is right through here. So as this plays forward, you can see there's a ruler in there. Now, when I go back to the top of my swing, if I move the ruler first, which is my hips and my body, the club goes over the top. And this is what I meant. My right hip here is in the way of my right elbow, which is the slot that I'm trying to get the club into. So I can't effectively get the golf club in there. All I can do is kind of come across the plane, slash across the ball, and put a lot of cut spin on it. I think a really good drill for you to practice this would be what I call a 1-foot drill. So I'm just going to populate the entire screen with this 1-foot drill. So when you come in, you walk into the ball, and I know I'm doing this with an iron. It's kind of hard to do with a wood, but if you do this with an iron, you get the feel much, much faster. You come in with your feet close together. You put your right foot back, kind of like a kickstand. Get your balance, and you'll be able to get the feel of the hands dropping first into the slot without your hip getting in the way. Okay, so let's do that full speed. 1 foot, hit some shots with your 1 foot back. Tee it up, don't swing hard. It's also a great drill to check your balance. Okay. The other thing too is that pivot drill. I'm going to show you the pivot drill one more time from the face-on view. Pardon me. Okay, so here's the pivot drill. I've got the ruler through my belt loop. I take the club away nicely, all connected. Okay, top of my backswing here. Don't criticize me for my positions, please. But here I am. I'm going to try to drop my hands first. Okay, I'm going to try to get my hands to drop this way. And what you'll see is you'll see this club shaft move down first before my hips start to spin. So there's the hand drop. I hold it. I got good lag angle. I continue it. As I release the club, everything squares up. It's another really good drill, and it's a little hard to see, but as soon as you release the club face squares up, so you're not trying to manipulate the club too much with your hands. So, Rich, for you, pretty simple stuff. I think you just try to work on your downswing. The first part of your downswing, try to get that club to move. Actually, they call it down, a down swing. Get your hands to come down. Don't spin your hips around to start. Now, obviously, the lower body creates a lot of balance. It's good structure to turn our upper body on, but you're not going to get most of your power by firing your hips first. So try that out, Rich. Hopefully that'll help you, and good luck to you. Take care. Bye.